Welcome to What's Love's got to do with it. I have a story for you. I have just recorded a whole intro to this beautiful episode that I'm very excited to share with you. And I didn't even have the audio on. Rookie error. Rookie error 101. Oh, and I was talking about chosen family and how beautiful it was and how beautiful it is. And I'm still going to tell you this week and this guest today brings up a topic of chosen family. And because I've moved away from Perth 10 years ago and I've been reflecting on my journey living in Sydney. And my guest today is one of my closest, dearest friends. And I'm so excited to share them with you and bring them into your world and then bring them into my world. And it's just a very exciting day. But I just have been reflecting on the joy and the power of chosen family and how much they charge us up and they revitalize us, and especially in this day and age when things are just absolute madness in the world. We have these people around us that are there to support and love us, and we charge them up as well. It's just a mutual healing situation. And we're finding magic with each other and finding joy, and the power of laughter with your friends and your chosen family is so important, because the world is a bit of a shit show these days, and I've seen a lot of people feeling lost and feeling down and depressed. And I just encourage you. I know that it might be hard or you just want to hide away from it all, but lean on your friends, lean on your family, lean on these people because they're there and they also need it too. So I've just been really thinking about that and how important that is. And my guest today, who I'm so excited about, is one of my members of my chosen family. And I'm just very grateful for it. So really explore if you're feeling down in the dumps. Explore leaning on your friends and those people around you that are close and have a giggle. And that mutual giggle can really just lighten up the world and recharge those batteries for you to get out there and face all the madness of everything. But yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about. And I've also been thinking about the fact that I got a toupee this week. I got hair. I have been very open about my hair loss journey. I started losing my hair a while ago, probably in my mid-20s, and I went bald and I embraced the bald, I embraced the egg, and I just didn't get the joy that I thought I was going to get out of it. And it was a loss for me. And I had to come to terms with the fact that because hair is it's a different thing for everyone. And some people can rock being bald. And I thought it was fine being bald, but I never felt like me. And I never felt like the confidence that I'd hoped that I would find in just embracing my baldness. But I decided that I was going to get a hair system. So now I have a gay little like glue on hair system, which I'm so thrilled about, and I love it. It's weird seeing myself with hair because I even when I had hair, it wasn't this much hair, and I've been enjoying playing with it and fiddling with it and running my hands through it. I've been living, and it's just brought me a little bit of joy, and I'm really happy with it, and it's really changed. Like I got a big boost of confidence, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's definitely going to be a journey. It's a spenny journey. It's giving the one thing that Hannah's going to talk about losing is bloody money, because it is not the cheapest experience. And I understand that not everyone can do it, and but each your own, live your life. But this is my life, and I wanted to get a hair system, and I'm loving it so far. So I'm wearing a wig on a wig. Very gay. But I'm so excited to welcome my beautiful guest for today. I'm so excited for you to meet them. And they're going to be right here after the break. And I can't wait for you to meet the legendary Carmen Geddit. Welcome back, everybody, to What's Lost Got to Do with It. I am so excited to finally welcome to the podcast the legendary, the superstar, the absolutely gorgeous girl on the game. It is Carmen Geddit.
Hey, Hannah
Oh,
Conda. Hey, mate. How are ya?
I am thrilled to have you here. I was
I'm
just
so
talking
happy.
before about chosen family, and that's because I've been reflecting on that, how it's been like 10 years since I've been to Sydney, and then having you on the show is like just a yeah, it's just nice because you are my chosen family.
Thank you. You're part of mine too. I can't believe it's been 10 years since you moved here.
I know it's been bloody wild, and I often think back. So Carmen and I work together often for a very long time, and I remember when I first moved here, we bonded in our drives to bingo. That's where we.
That's before I used to drive. So Hannah had
Yeah.
to drive me.
Yeah. I used to pick Carmen up, and we used to drive down to what is it, Caringbah?
Caringbah, yeah.
Yeah, which is like,
A good 45-minute drive.
Yeah, and we bonded over the drives, and it was the most unexpected friendship that I thought I'd ever have. And the
Really?
most joyful. Yeah, I was like, because I thought you hated my guts.
Oh God, no. You know what? I'm quite lucky. I'm quite rich, so I've got an Apple TV unit. I don't know if you've heard of it, but part of the Apple TV unit, when you stop watching or when you start scrolling on your phone, it'll start playing a photo gallery.
Wow.
That's You
How high end?
I'll buy you one for Christmas.
Yeah, thank you.
So part of my Apple TV photo screensaver is the photo that this is the first photo we ever took together.
When I came to Sydney with the
when you
Perth
came
girls.
to Sydney to visit, and you were with Ruby and a bunch of the other girls.
Yeah.
And you came to see our show at Stonewall that I was doing with Marie Claire and Summer Soul.
Yeah.
And your makeup was so different, and mine is practically the same.
Well, you don't need to fix what I broke.
I might need to change it. But so yeah, that's part of like my screensaver, and it makes me really happy.
Yeah, it was a fun time because I remember we cornered you after I think you just finished the show.
I think we just come off the stage and you said, can we get a photo? We're like, okay, sure.
Yeah, and I was like, now I'm like, never do that to a sister ever. But yeah, I remember you guys were all like, fuck, this can't go away.
No, that's not true. We were very excited. There was a bunch of girls that have come all the way from Perth to see us. We were quite honoured for it, but at the same time, very sweaty.
Yeah, fair. And that Stonewall has no fucking air conditioning. They have air conditioning. Yeah, but you never feel it.
It's a fan. It's a fan.
It is a fan. But yeah, so it's been a joy, and it's been a long 10 years that we've long, but also very magical 10 years. And I think we've been through so many freaking fabulous experiences together.
Mate, we've done so many great shows.
I know.
We've had really a really fun career, and I'm so honored to be in your sphere, and I get to work with you and see your magic up close, because I knew you before you were on Drag Race, so I knew you were a superstar already. I knew it was like your destiny and your dream to do it. So knowing you before and being able to watch the world discover how amazing I already knew you were has been really beautiful for me to see that, and watch people embrace you has been such a joy. And I miss working with you, but I think by the time this podcast comes out, we'll be working together again.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that is what, thank you. I love you. That was really bloody special. The feeling is very mutual. You are one of the funniest fucking people I know in the whole entire world. Like, honestly, this episode is probably just going to be us gushing over each other because we do it all the time. But no, but you are one of the funniest fucking human beings, and you just lighten up my life. I wish that one day that you would do a show like Drag Race or something, so that I'm glad that I get to have you on the pod to hopefully make more people aware of your magic.
Is this the first time you've had a nobody on the pod? Oh no, you had Vanity. Never mind. Sorry, I take it back. It's okay. She won't listen. It's fine.
She's definitely not listening. Carmen's an avid listener of the episodes, though. She is an avid listener. Yeah, no, Vanity's definitely not listening. If you are Vanity, I'm surprised.
Love you.
Love you.
See you soon.
But what I was going to say, yeah, I really would love. Would you do anything like a reality show of any kind? What we would like? It doesn't have to be Drag Race, but something along those lines. Would you do it?
Oh, I would love a reality show. Look, I've never applied for Drag Race. I just don't think that my skill set leads itself to Drag Race, because as much as I love watching Drag Race, it is not a true test of a drag queen. And you know that. You've done it quite a few times. It is a reality competition unto itself. And I just don't think my personal skills lead into being successful in that format. I'm a very successful drag queen, and I'm quite comfortably, I can say I'm good at what I do. But Drag Race is not a test of a true drag queen. It is a reality show. So I just don't think that reality Drag Race would showcase me in the best light. And also, I'm a bit of a control freak. So
yeah, there's no room for control freaking.
Yeah, you have no control over how you're displayed or like how it works. So I don't think that's what I want to do. Do you know what I really want to do?
What?
The Traitors.
Ah,
I'm obsessed.
Yes. Are you watching the UK or the US one? Or you
all of them? All of them.
Oh, yeah.
I've watched them all. Australia, UK, US.
Yeah.
I've watched them all. I love them. I love Alan Cummings. I met him one time at Nevermind. But
I'd
I want
suck
to
him
be a
off.
faithful. I want to be a faithful.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I think I would have a really good time in them.
I love that. Yes. I could see you on Traders. Like I could see you on Traders. We need to manifest this because
Lounging around a castle, drinking wine of the night, talking shit about people, going off into corners, having little secret chats.
Which is what we do all the time.
That's
anyway,
what we
so you're
do.
very well versed. So I could see. Would you? But like, how would you cope? Like in a situation where, so say you were a faithful, and then you get recruited, and it was one of those. Yeah. So you're recruited to a trade, or you die.
Oh yeah, one of those. Yeah.
What would you do? How do you think you fare as a trader?
I think I would be a faithful. I'm a woman of the people, and I'm really like I love people, and I would protect them at all costs. But given the opportunity to kill someone, I would do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Come on.
Yeah. It's all the excitement of murder, but with no repercussions.
None of the repercussions, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to kill someone and you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Yes, I was thinking about this the other day. would I have the ability to murder someone? And I was talking to Jack about it as well. And I think we both comfortably said, yes, there is a part of us. And I think it's just, I know this is so morbid, but like it's a part of human nature that there is sometimes there are people that would just frustrate you to a place where like that could be possible.
Oh, 100%.
But then you know what would get me?
100%. I think there's definitely people I could have killed in my life. Of course, I never would. Never would. And I'd be very regretful if I did. But I think I have the ability.
Yeah, I think, this is the thing. But I think what would let me down is I would never be able to be like, I'd never be able to cover it up.
No, I'd be terrible.
I couldn't keep it a secret. I'd be like, hey girls, I've killed someone.
Yeah, you would. You really would.
Yeah.
You can't keep anything a secret.
I'm terrible at secrets. I'm so terrible. And like it just but the guilt.
Just for the listeners, I knew Hannah got on Drag Race 5 minutes after she got asked.
Yeah, we were about to do a Christmas show. And I just walked out of the room and then Carmen and Charisma were standing there and they go,
what?
I was like, I can't say anything.
It was the way you took the phone call though.
Well, how did I do it?
Because you went, oh, hello, and then you walked out of the room. You would never walk out of the room normally.
Oh, yeah.
Super secretive. And then came back in with this big old guilty dog taking a shit in a corner kind of face.
Yeah, I did.
And you spilled your guts all over the floor. And then we gave a big hug, had a little cry, powdered down, and then went on stage.
Yeah, we went on, did a Christmas show in the raging heat, in the daylight.
Raging heat, the rocks, in the
with
rain.
Vanity. With Vanity.
Yeah, in the rain.
Yeah. Because it's like, because Carissa's got us these Christmas dresses that are like full fucking hoop skirt, velvet, like fur, and they are the most uncomfortable things.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, stunning things.
And we've been rehearsing a room that was like the size of 2 basketball courts. And then we got there on the day and the stage was like 2 Mazdas parked next to each other. And there was 5 of us and we had to do a weave.
Yeah, it didn't work. It's just the joy of our career path. So we'll make it work on any size stage.
You worked a lot. Hannah, what is your favorite performance we've ever done together? We've done a lot.
We have done a lot. And I think I would say that overall, I think the premiere time is one of my favorite things that we've ever done. So for those listening at home, premiere was born out of COVID. It was Charisma came up with it. So Charisma, who will also be coming on the podcast at some point.
It's Charisma Bell, yes.
She came up with this idea of a dinner theatre thing when COVID was happening and we all had to be sat down. So it was a way for us to work and entertain people and bring a bit of joy. And it was like a dinner theatre thing. And we ran it was like a good nearly 2 years of it, wasn't it? A year?
I think all up, I don't know if we didn't do all of them, but we did 8 seasons of premiere. So each season was a different sort of theme. The first one was like Hollywood. So there was like, I would do a Dorothy spot. Hannah did a Marilyn Monroe spot.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Charisma did a Rocky Horror spot. And then together we would do Moulin Rouge.
Yeah. And that situation. And that because it was like it started with such humble beginnings.
The first show we threw together in 7 days.
Yeah, and got it
7
out there.
days. We put the
Yeah,
whole thing together in 7 days.
yes,
Promoted, concept, costuming,
everything.
and everything in 7 days. And we did so well. And then it went on, and then we started doing like Halloween shows.
Halloween and
Broadway,
Broadway, Disney.
Disney.
Oh,
We did.
what did we call it?
It wasn't
Disney?
Disney because you can't say Disney.
You can't say Disney. Yeah, can't say
It
Disney.
wasn't a
Oh,
Disney
Tim.
show, but it was very close to it.
Yeah, it was off-brand fairy tales.
And then after Hannah left, we did a Wizard of Oz style.
and the what was it you did? Was it like movies or no? You did music.
We did Wizard of Oz, and then we did Rewinds. We did
Rewinds. That's right. But overall, that is one of my favorite things that we've done. But I think one of my other favorite things that we did was when I first came, one of our early gigs with you, we went to the museum for
the silent disco.
Was it the silent disco? No, it was when we had to go for that conference in the morning, and I don't know what it was, and I was so unwell. Carmen's got me a video, the art gallery, and Carmen got a video of me, and I'm puking my guts up because I was just unwell, and she's got a video of me, and I'm puking my guts up with a cigarette in my hand, going, and then we go in, and it was, I can't remember what it was for. Was it for, they would get, because remember there were cupcakes?
IVF.
Oh, IVF, yes.
IVF fundraiser.
Yeah. And
performing at the Art Gallery of New South Wales.
Yes, and then
you put all those things together. It seems very strange to have two men in dresses at an IVF function at the Art Gallery of New South Wales at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. But we were there.
And we were there. We got paid. But remember, there was someone there, and then like they were so against IVF.
Yes.
That we were handing out cupcakes with the little IVF logo on it, and so they grabbed the cupcake and he just took the IVF thing, threw it away because they were like little edible like IVF logos, and he just threw it away.
I remember who it is, but I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say the name.
Like, why would you go? Like, why would you go?
Why would you take the cupcake? Oh, he wanted the cupcake.
Well, the cupcake can be changed. But that was also one of my favorites. What are your favorites? I want to know. What are your?
Oh, do you know what I was just trying to ask you to dodge the question. I think for me, us doing oh my god, I can't even think now. Oh, there's so many. I think the silent disco was one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was fun.
We did the silent disco at the Australian Museum.
Yeah.
So we were dressed in Priscilla-esque costumes, and then we were performing on this beautiful marble staircase. So it should have been the most glamorous thing, but it's a silent disco. So everyone's wearing headphones and listening to our track, which was an amazing Priscilla-based track, heavy beat, doof, doof, doof.
Yeah.
We're dancing. We look fabulous.
And we have our headphones on too.
We had headphones on too, yeah. Everyone's filming, but then when you watch it back, because they're filming, everyone's wearing headphones, all you can hear is our dirty, clear high heels clomping on marble staircase, and us heavy breathing and us shadow lip syncing. So you just hear our lips, and specifically Hannah's lips slapping together as we're trying to mime this thing out.
Yeah, but also Charisma's like dirty man whisper.
She's a heavy breather when she. Yeah.
That was I forgot about that with the dinosaurs around us and everything.
That was really fun. The other one that I really love, we did a promo shoot for Christmas at the Rocks. Do you remember that, Hannah?
Yeah.
It was me and Hannah in these
the velvet gowns.
Velvet, fur-lined ball gowns walking around the rocks. And we did this photo shoot. It lasted about 3 hours.
Yeah, and the lady was so annoying.
He was so annoying, full sun. We were so tired, but we kept posing and smiling and smiling and smiling. We were just so delirious and just annoyed at the photographer and the organizer, but we kept smiling, kept doing it, pushed our way through, fake laugh through the whole thing. We hated every single second of it, and then got paid for it, and then they didn't use a single photo the whole thing. They all pinned them. They pinned them.
I know. But that's what they do. That's what like drives me mad sometimes. The situations they put us in, and then we get cut. Like that when we did Real Housewives of Sydney season 1, calling them out. We went to perform at a dog and cat wedding, and the dog and cat were getting married.
To be fair, they told us it was a gay wedding.
Yes.
We were told it was a gay wedding. There was 7 of us. We rehearsed a show. We ended
Which
up
was actually really amazing.
a full production show.
Yeah.
Yeah, ended up in a gallery in the rocks, and we did the show 3 or 4 times, and then to film from every angle. It was a full 8-hour shoot.
Yeah.
A full 8 hours. We were there for 8 hours because it's just after I got my dog. So I was desperate to get home,
So you could go look after Monkey.
look after the puppy and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a full 8-hour shoot. And then I've got photos of you asleep in the back of the car on the way home.
Because I got so blottoed because I was drinking because I had the big bottle of Moe, remember? Like one of those big, the Magnums.
But they said it was a gay wedding, and then we got there and then we found out it was a gay wedding between 2 animals.
Yeah, a cat and a dog.
Yeah.
Like a mockery, a full mockery.
A full mockery of gay marriage. And I'm pretty sure this is before gay marriage was legal here in Australia.
Yeah, and I think it was like they were trying to be like on the topic. I think it was just as gay marriage, the debate was coming up, and they used it as like a try to be really forward thinking and whatever, but it just missed the mark. It was horrible.
It missed the mark.
And then remember when then we did the show, and then I was so hungry, and I was looking for like the little hors d'oeuvres, and I go up to this. I was like, "Oh, Carmen, look, there's hors d'oeuvres." So we both pick up these hors d'oeuvres. They're fucking dog treats.
They were dog treats.
They were dog treats, and we put them in my mouth. Carmen swallowed.
I swallowed mine. I'm a swallower.
Spat it out all on the wall of this like glamorous, gorgeous elevator. Elevator in this gallery. Spat it all on the wall. Remember, I spat it out in the wall in the thing. I was like,
but I just want all your listeners to know that I follow through, and I'm definitely a swallower.
She is. That is confirmed, everybody. Not from experience, but just from a sister sharing stories. That's for sure. But so like, what you can gather from these tales is that we have been through quite the ringer, and drag is so fucking ridiculous, and the things
it is really funny.
It's ridiculous, and you've got a brilliant sense of humor, and it's the one thing that I just every single time without fail I know we're going to be laughing and cackling.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like you found that ability to joke and laugh the way you do, and because you are so quick?
My sense of humor comes from my family. Like my mom and my stepdad have always been tongue-in-cheek, funny. I always joke that I didn't get a coming out story because I didn't get to come out to my family. We just started making donut puncher jokes at the breakfast table one day. And I was like, oh, I guess everyone knows that. Like I was robbed.
Yeah.
But my family is we poke fun at each other. And I say this, it sounds really awful, but my nickname as a kid growing up was the little fat boy. So we poke fun at each other. I know that sounds terrible. I know how terrible that sounds.
I love it.
But I was a chubby little boy, and I'm sometimes a chubby little lady. So I was always referred to as little fat boy growing up. Like we've always poked fun at each other. My mum's English Irish. My stepdad was Welsh English. Have a very pommy, poke fun sense of humor, and it's always been that way. So for me to cut through as the youngest child has always been to crack jokes. I always used to like to read I remember sitting around at the dinner table, and I would get the joke book and I'd read out jokes that I didn't even understand, so that adults would be pissing themselves laughing because there was a 10-year-old reading really inappropriate jokes. I didn't get it, but I understood the power of making people laugh. And from that, I learned that if you can make them laugh, you can make them look at you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Does it bring you, is that one of your, do you find that it charges up your batteries when you're getting that?
Especially, you know what it's like. We get booked out for stuff all the time, and as much as we love our job, often we don't know what we're walking into, whether it be like a hen's night, whether it be a corporate gig, whether it be a high-paying function, whatever it is. They just hand you a microphone and push you out on the stage. Yeah. You might have some dot points of what you have to talk about, but you have to fill the time, and you have to get a room full of people to pay attention, not only to pay attention to you, but to like you as well.
Yeah, and that's hard.
And it is hard sometimes.
Especially when you're so unlikable.
Touche. Yes. Yeah, looking like I do. It's been a daily struggle. You walk into these situations, you got to get people to turn around and like you, and so to be able to turn on the humor. And often we both know we go for the low hanging fruit.
Oh yeah,
but that is how you get them in, and then you can get cleverer with it as you go along. And having that quick wit, which I'm blessed with,
Yeah.
I can say, to turn around a situation and make it funny but engaging at the same time. I feel very happy that I have that gift.
Yeah. It's not everyone does. And it's,
No, we've seen it.
oh yeah, fuck, we haven't we? But they think they have it. And then you're like, oh, that one.
Oh, that's
Oh, wouldn't have
loud
said that.
silence. I've
Yeah.
never heard loud silence before.
Oh, that was brave. Why would you say that? Do you think that? Because do you think it like as well? Because I grew up in the country and you grew up in the country.
Yes.
Being country kids, it provides such a different childhood.
Oh yeah, I always say I'm really happy that I grew up in the country. I'm really happy I don't live there anymore.
Yes,
It
yeah,
does give you, like I said, of principles, and you care about people a bit more because there's less people around, so people become more important.
And it fosters a different sense of community.
100%. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
don't get that in the city.
You don't get that so much in the city. Yeah.
In your pockets, you
Yeah,
do.
of course.
But like,
yeah, I think growing up in the country, everyone knows is in your business anyway. To understand how a community works, I think that really gave me a good grounding, especially when moving to Sydney when I didn't know anybody. I moved to Sydney, I didn't know a single person. I moved here. I wanted to move.
How old were you?
I moved here when I want to say 19.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah.
You're a baby.
I needed to get out, and that was what, like 4 years ago.
Hey, you lying
Just
dog.
Let it go.
I'll let it go. I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. Go on.
The podcast medium, they can't see my face. It's fine. 4 years ago. So
unless they're watching on YouTube. They're gonna see your haggard face.
I moved to Sydney. I didn't know a single person, so I needed to create a sense of community like I had back home. So I found my people, luckily, quite quickly, and then really cottoned on, and I just haven't let them go.
Yeah. And then, did you? Because I was just like, I'm assuming you found them in the clubs and the bars.
Of course.
Yeah, I miss that kind of culture though a little bit.
Yes, I found my friend. I listened to the podcast, so I know what you're saying. I found my friends in the freaks.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's what we were.
Yeah. And there was a different power to us because it was underground, it was ours, and even though there were people that we didn't like or disagree but come for them, we'd be there right by their side even if we didn't like.
We were there anyway, because we were all in there together, because I'm very torn about the gay scene these days because we don't need it as much, which is great because gay people don't have to hide in their own little bars anymore. You can go into any single bar and feel okay and feel accepted. But I do miss that situation where we had to, I don't know how to say it properly, but we used to have to hide in gay bars to find safety. Yeah. And there was such a community feeling about that. That was really beautiful. I'm really glad we don't have to hide anymore. But I do feel like the gay scene is missing that
common
feeling.
connection.
That common connection.
Yeah. Because but that's, I think, in turn what has happened, even though we are safer, we've become more divided. And divided in the sense that we don't all have to agree on things. We don't all have to be the same.
We never have.
Exactly. It never has been like that.
We never have.
But now people are being isolated because they hold different views. Whereas what connected us before was not our views, not our ideas of the world. It was just the fact that we were seeking that sort of safety.
Yeah.
And that was the common thread. But it's made us a little bit like intolerant of each other, which breaks my heart.
It does. And even like you see it, I know we live in a little petri dish of Sydney. Like the gay scene is, even just in our little own city, it's very divided. You have different cliques that go to different places and stuff. I wish it wasn't like that. And I'm quite lucky because I get to work within all of the spaces. And I always have a good time, regardless of wherever I get to work. But they're all very different. And I just I wish it was a bit more homogenous.
Oh, homogenous. Bring it back.
Come on.
Yeah, but I think it does need to come back at some point, because the reality is the tides are shifting a little bit.
I know. So I think we're going to have to come back together again.
Yeah. And it makes me worry because I think because of the division, people that wish us ill have seen the in and they've gone, well, while they're fighting, we can just come in and
But
fuck
that's what they
around with the
want.
system.
That's what they want.
Exactly, and we're playing
That's
into
what they're
their
trying to
hands.
do.
I know. Look, it is what it is. We're gonna have to learn the hard way. I think that's humanity.
Yeah,
really.
it's history.
It goes. It's yeah. We never learn.
Yeah.
Although we look at history and we go, oh, hopefully we won't do that again.
Yeah.
But sadly,
We've done it before. We'll do it again. The great thing about the queer community is that we're quite resilient. And when push comes to shove, when our backs against the wall, we will fight and we will come together and we will hold hands again and fight for the good. Yeah.
And and I love that you and Charisma have just shown me something, and you just reminded me that how when we talk about our community members and they go, oh, they're leaders in the community and whatnot, and I love the fact that without being obnoxious about it, you are just a leader by setting a great example of how to be just a good person.
Really? Is that how you...
Yes, I do. And I just see, no, but you don't need to feel it. And if you did feel it, you'd be an asshole. No, but I just love that about, and like, it inspires me is like, you just lead, you're leaders in the sense that you are just out there being good people, doing magical things and being like fabulous. And it's interesting. I'm glad that you don't feel that you are a leader, because that they make the best leaders.
Oh, but that's very nice. Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah, it's true. I just said it there. The way you talk and the way you share story, like your storytelling is second to fucking none. And because we are a podcast about loss, I really want you to tell the story. I know this is really horrible. Can you tell the story about your stepdad's funeral? Please.
Yes, I can.
Please. This is one of my favorite stories. It kills me. All right, Carmen, take to the stage.
My stepdad, his name was Martin. He was an amazing man. I moved in, my mum and me and my older brother Clark, we all moved in with him when I was probably about 10. I can't remember now. And Martin quickly became my dad. He was my father figure. My dad's not a great person, and Martin really stepped up to the plate, not only taking on my mother, which is the whole situation, but taking on 2 kids and raising them on a farm and being a farmer. He really took this little sissy gay boy and taught him a lot of stuff about,
it melts my heart.
It really does. He was a farmer. Like he raised cattle. There was tea tree. At one stage we had rabbits.
And what animals did he raise?
Rabbits.
I was calling you a cow.
I'm more a hare, thank you. That's funny, but when she puts the wig on.
Wabbits.
Yeah. He was a great guy. He was a tough guy. I found out later he ended up with lung cancer. And this all happened during COVID, so I couldn't go see him. And I couldn't see my mum during the whole situation. My mum was telling me that when he was getting blood tests, towards the end, the nurses would go to put the needle in. He said, just don't be shocked that my blood is blue. It's because my son's a queen. Pure humor to the end. Blood. Anyway, he passed away during COVID. We couldn't have a funeral, couldn't do any situation. He was cremated. Mum had him for a little while. And then after COVID, we all got together. The whole family got together to spread his ashes. My mum lived on a houseboat at the time. So she decided to drive the boat up, pick up the family. On the way to pick up the family, we run aground. We decorated the boat. My stepdad's favorite color and my favorite color is green. So we covered the boat in like green balloons. So we ran aground. Then the wind picked up. Then the balloons started bursting one at a time. Sound like gunshots. We had to wait for the marine police to come and collect us, get us off the rocks. By that time, the sun was going down. It was fine. We just parked the boat. We went ashore, met the family. We opened his little ashes box. As we did it, a stink bug fell in to the box, buried itself in the ashes, so we couldn't get the stink bug out. Anyway, Mama got these little shot glasses. We gave everyone a little bit of Martin's ashes, my dad's ashes, handed them around, and we all tried to take our moment on the shore to spread his ashes in the Clarence River, which is what he wanted to spread in. I walked out to the end of the jetty, took my moment, said goodbye to my father, basically. Thanked him for everything he taught me. Thanked him for teaching me how to be a responsible human being and someone that cares for a family, regardless of what that family biologically is to you. And I said farewell, and I threw the ashes, and then the wind picked up and blew all those fucking ashes back in my face. And I was absolutely blinded, surrounded by mourning people, trying to keep it cool. Can't see. I've got dead dad in my eyes. Trying to wipe, trying not to scream like a little faggot, because I am. It was rough. So I think a little of him is lodged behind my eye to this day, which is nice. He's always, as they say, he's always with me.
It's the apple of your eye. What's the that he wouldn't come out? So your mom's just
come out, yeah.
Mom's just washing him in the river.
Oh, because it's ash. Like, you throw it all blew back in my face, and then when I could see again, he was still like in the shot glass because he was a big drinker, so he didn't want to let go. So I just had to like, you can't go back with half a shot glass full of ashes, can you?
No.
So I just had to wash him in the river. He was a joker. Do you know what? I think he orchestrated that whole fucking thing. We loved it. We loved every second of it.
It just is the fun when you told me this, because I was like, how was it? Let me tell you, it is one of my favorite stories.
It was such an ordeal. The whole day was such an ordeal.
But he would have lived. He would have loved it.
He would have absolutely loved it.
And
Mum yelling at me because I put too many balloons on one post, not the other, and then it was such a comedy of errors. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect.
But that's the thing, and I think that's in death and saying goodbye to loved ones and stuff, there can be joy. And do you feel like
it has to be? He spent his whole life telling terrible jokes and being cheeky, so his farewell had to be that as well.
Yeah,
and I hope mine is like that too.
Do you have an idea of what your funeral would be?
But you know what? Whatever you guys need to do to get over the loss of me, because I understand it's going to be a massive loss. You guys do whatever you need to do, but I want there to be laughter, please.
Yeah, no, I think so. Is there a color theme?
Green, obviously.
Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah, we want green. I've decided I want tap dancers. I want Celtic women to be played.
Celtic women?
Yeah, so I want Celtic women's song "Parting Glass."
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that I really want that, but I also really want Chelawallaru, and that's when the tap dancing will happen on top of my
box.
Yeah, and I want the tap dancing, and I did toy with the idea of maybe getting a system of riggies so I could like have my feet tapping in the box too. But I won't tell anyone that apart from you and these listeners.
Well, let's get Minnie Cooper back involved because she's an amazing choreographer.
Yeah, so Minnie can choreograph the show.
Can tap dance it too. I think she'd be up for it.
I think it would be so funny. I just want it's hysterical. I don't know the fact that I've even thought about this. Like,
that's very you though to think about it.
I know, but it really just brings me fucking joy. But thank you for sharing that story about Martin. It's yeah, it's fucking funny.
It's funny. It's perfect though. It's so perfect.
It really fucking is. It brings just the giggles. I think about it all the time. But yeah, because we're coming to the end of our time, and
you've got Healing Hands coming up.
Yeah, I do. I didn't even reach out. I don't even know what I'm going to heal today. Do you have any problems? Healing Hands. No, but I want to say from the bottom of my heart, come and get it. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being fabulous. Thank you for sharing your stories and your humor with myself forever, and also today being on the show. So thank you. I just love you very much.
I love you too, Hannah. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I know you've talked about it for a long time, so I'm so happy we could make it happen. I just want to say I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
As a person, what you do is amazing. I've known that for a really long time. I have been in awe of you as a performer, as an artist, and as a human being. And I'm just so very grateful that I get to call you my best friend.
Oh, have I bumped Riz out?
No, best friend. I want to make it very clear to all listeners. Best friend is a tier. It's not a person.
Okay. Oh, I like that. That's nice.
You have a best friend tier.
Yeah.
And you are on my best friend tier. And if I ever find someone stupid enough to marry me, you will be in the bridal party.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Done. And if Jack ever finally agrees to marry you, I hope I will be in your bridal party too.
Yeah. I might be eloping though, so don't be offended if I run away.
No,
it's just cheaper.
I will be.
Oh yeah, you will. It's okay, but we'll work it out in the remix.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. But before you go, thank you for that, and I love you. I'm very proud of you. Just shut up. You're amazing. Where can the people find you? Because this is what we're here for. Where do you want people to go?
You can always find me on Instagram. My name is Carmen Geddit, but it's spelled Carmen, and then we've got a little dot there because period. And then it's GEDD, like my titties, IT. Carmen Geddit.
Shut up! When did you? I've never heard you say that. I love
all the time, baby. You just don't listen because you're always talking.
You're an asshole. This is my show. Yeah, good.
You can also catch me on Wednesday nights at Universal with myself, the fabulous Chris Mobile, who's going to be on the pod very shortly, and then of course our host, Hannah Conda.
Am I the host?
Huh? No, you're the host of the show. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, am I hosting Wednesday night? Yeah, I was like, God, I thought I'm just coming in as third wheel. So don't fuck that for me.
You are. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be doing a new show.
To the stage with you again. I think it's going to be really fun.
So yeah, everyone, if you're in Sydney, come and see us on Wednesday nights at Universal. It's going to be very gay. But yeah, look, you go and make sure everyone go and look up Carmen, follow her. You will not be disappointed. She doesn't post very much, but when she does, it's amazing. So
we have fun.
Yeah, we do. But I love you. Thank you for being here.
I love you too. Thank you so much for having me. And
you're welcome.
You to all the What's Lost Got to Do with It listeners. I'm a big fan myself, so it's quite an honor to be part of the online talent. I'm
freaking glad. Everyone, come and get it. We love it. We'll be back after this break. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh, that was the most delightful experience that I've had for a while. Thank you, Carmen, for coming on and sharing your story. Honestly, everyone, just please go and shower Carmen with all the love in the world, because you see why she's one of my fucking chosen family, because she's the funniest motherfucker in the world. I live. She just brings me a lot of fucking joy. So thank you, Carmen, from the bottom of my heart. It's an absolute joy. So truth be told, Auntie Hannah forgot to go out and put a message out there in the world about healing hands. There is no healing hands this week for like personal ones, but I'm going to give you all a healing hand to take forward from me to you after this episode, because why? I've done certificate 1 of Reiki and I have the power of healing. So this week's healing hands goes out to all of you. And I know, like I said at the start of the episode, sometimes this world feels like a mean and scary dark place, but go out there and laugh, enjoy life, find the little things that bring you joy. I just got a toupee and it makes me feel gay. I'm blown away and it makes me happy. So do something this week that brings you joy, and try and find something every day to make you laugh, because there's magic in laughter, as we have learned from One Times Carmen Geddit. So that is our healing hands today, everybody, and we unite and we come together and we laugh and hold each other and hold space. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you for listening. Make sure you're following, subscribing, and all that sweet stuff. We are on Spotify. We are on podcast app. We are on the YouTubes. Make sure you come over and follow me at Hannah Conda Official on TikTok and on Instagram. That's where I post all of the videos and the short form content for the podcast. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me invade your ear holes once again. And I just, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for supporting the show. This has been another incredible episode of What's Lost Got to Do with It. If I do say so myself, it is an incredible episode because I know it's Carmen. And I can't wait to see you next week. So look after yourselves. Be fabulous. My name's Hannah Conda, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody.